Hello, I'm your friendly nurse and health coach, and I'm coming to you today on allergies. And we have discussed it, the part of the immune system, and what causes an allergy when that foreign object comes into your body that your body is not used to. It's like an alien coming into your body, and it develops an antibody called IgE, immunoglobulin, and after that comes in your body, and that second germ comes in again in your body, it mixes with that antibody, and when that mixes together, it releases what we call histamines, and along with histamines, a lot of more germs. The histamines are automatically in your body because it produces mucus for our mouth, throat, and nose that keep our mouth and throat and nose from drying out. But when those histamines start to multiply because of the alien coming in there in your body, it makes the mucus thicker and more mucus. And when those more mucus comes in there, you bring in more germs, more bacteria, more viruses. The mucus is already 95% water mixed with protein. But then it mixes with all these germs and these vitamins, these aliens that come in your body. Make it thicker and thicker and thicker, and mess up your systems in your body, your mouth, your throat, your sinuses, your lungs, and eventually gets to your GI tract and your stomach, fox infection. But when all those aliens and germs and bacteria, bad, harmful aliens coming in, and they destroy and cause some damage in our body and our cells. So allergies, the first sign that you know you got allergy usually is a stuffy, runny nose that won't go away when you're below your nose. It's just constantly nagging you. Usually your membranes, you got your membranes in your nose and all over your body. You got the membranes, what we call membranes, and they got little hairy things that help protect your body from these aliens. But when the aliens come in your body and don't be protected because your immune system is not up to par, you start getting that stuffy nose all the time. Nose start running, liquid start leaking out your nose. You got to start being hydrated at that time because you're losing fluid. And anytime you're losing fluid, you're losing volume in your body, and you're going to be drowsy, and you're going to be dizzy. You're going to have a lot of problems. So that stuffy nose is the first sign that you got some kind of allergy going on. The second sign is sneezing, constantly sneezing. Your membranes are irritating your nose. They become tickly, and you just can't stop sneezing. You got to avoid whatever irritating you. If you're outside, get on the inside, because there's a lot of pollen dropping right now and a lot of stuff in the atmosphere. You got a lot of dust in your house, because remember, these things that cause these allergies is usually dust, pets, because pets carry a lot of stuff in it. When you take them out to use the bathroom and all, come back in, you need to wipe that pet off very well. Wipe that pet off. Don't start petting the pet with your hand, and not wash your hand too. It's all a hand technician washing your hand for 20 to 30 minutes with that warm water, soapy water, go a long way. A lot of people petting their pet, not even thinking about it. They just took them outside and let them use the bathroom and all, and brought them back in there. They may have wiped the pet off and then washed their hands, clean and dry. So you got to remember, those pets who carry animals, they carry germs, aliens. You got the pollen out there in the atmosphere. You got dust be in your house. If you got dust in your house, dust down. Get the dust out. You got weed, all those weeds outside, and the pollen grass outside. All those are carrying pollen and all kind of germs in it. So cleanliness is a very important thing. And you want to keep your body clean as well. So the third thing that is a sign of allergy, watery eyes. Your eyes just constantly being watery all the time, just running water. You're like, why is my eyes keep running water? It's an airborne thing. It's allergies is an airborne thing. It's in the air. That's why we're going over the respiratory allergies first before we go over the other allergies. So it's all in the air. When you got that watery eyes, the allergies is all in the around you. Somewhere you come in contact with something that's a foreign alien to your body. Your body, that's your body way of telling you something that, hey, something's wrong. Okay? So don't put your hands in your face all the time. You hadn't washed your hands properly and dried it properly. Wash, or you want to wipe your hands within the cloth. Make sure it's clean cloth. You got things called conjunctivitis, condition of the eyes, when eyes get red and itchy, and it's very catchy. Somebody else can catch it in the house with you, around you, if you're not washing your hands cleanly. You coming around them a lot with it. It's cover the front part of your eyes, that conjunctivitis, inflammation of that front part of your eyes, get red, swelling be there, and be itchy. You have to wash your clothes and all with a disinfectant. Make sure that you disinfecting yourself and your clothes and whatever you come in contact with that conjunctivitis. That's what that itchy eyes will lead to. The fourth sign of sinuses is that sinus congestion. Somebody say, "Ooh, I just feel congested. That's when your sinuses, and that's all in your nose area, all in here, your sinuses, they get blocked. And they can't drain like they're supposed to drain this stuff. It's supposed to dissolve through your body, and it can't drain. You get difficulty in breathing, and you're like, wow, your membranes, your membranes and your mucus and all is swollen and congested, blocked, and it can't drain. That's the fourth sign of you may have a sinus problem. Now, if you don't take care of the sinus problem, it's going to turn into sinus infection, and that's when it begin to get into your blood system and the body. Then, the fifth sign of allergies is a sore throat. Your throat gets sore because it done dried out so much. The drainage done went through it, and then done dried all the drainage and everything. So dry throat. And you may get a dry cough with it then. So somebody said, my throat is dry. I just feel awkward. My throat is dry. That allergen now caused some damage and dried out your mucous membranes, even in your throat area. So you may need some lozenges or something like that to soothe your throat, some kind of menthol to soothe your throat. You got infusers now that you can also use to help soothe your throat and the warm, emulsify stuff like that. Sixth sign of allergies is a post-nasal drip, what we call a post-nasal drip. It builds up, clogs out your sinuses and all, and your blood vessels in your throat. And you're like, okay. Once in a while you get that nasal drip. It ain't no constant running nose, but it's like a nasal drip. Every once in a while you might get a clear drip out of your nose. That's another sign of you got an allergy problem going on. Number 7 thing is that headache. I say I got a sinus headache, I got a bad headache, and you hurting all in here in your temple area, all in here, your eyes, all in there is hurting. You got to build up a sinus mucus. That is that histamine that I told you is excess mucus being pulled out from that histamine, from that foreign alien that now came into your body. So your headache, like I got a split headache. You got to treat the cause. Always treat the cause. If you out in that park or out there outside a lot, around a lot of grass, and you seem to be worse around the weed and the grass and stuff, get from around it. Like got a lot of dust in your house, begin to clean your house up. Get rid of the problem. Check to see what is the problem. You got to get to the root problem. Some people's houses just need to be dust and clean good, and that's why they keep getting allergies. Some people may have mold in their house that have them with these allergy problems. Check your house for mold, because a lot of mold problems going on now. Number 8 sign of allergies is coughing. As I said, coughing. Your throat done got dried out. And your swelling and irritation is in the air passes of your throat. If your throat area where your air got to go through get irritated or swell, you're going to start coughing. Why are you going to start coughing? Because you're trying to get more air. You're trying to get more air into your system. You ain't getting enough air through. And that's what flares up asthma a lot of times. People asthma get flared up. And they can't hardly get a breath. I had many people when I was a school nurse to have asthmatic attacks. Because they was coming in contact with some foreign objects, either when they done went outside, or somebody in the school, or they was sitting by somebody with the perfume on, or something their body was not used to, a foreign alien coming to their body. And they come to the office, I can't breathe. I have to give them a respiratory treatment to moisture their respiratory system. And sometimes I actually had to call the EMT on them because I didn't have oxygen. I use the closest thing to oxygen, which I told you, ice pack. They had to get some kind of steroid because it had got so bad on their lungs that they was having definitely problems at breathing. The oxygen had got so low it wouldn't come up. So if your oxygen gets so low in your body and not coming up, you done got a lot of inflammation. Remember that inflammation, pain, the swelling, redness of your respiratory system, and all to your lungs. And I got to your lungs. You may need some steroids or something to destroy the inflammation that have came in there. The 9 sign of allergies is itchy nose, and throat. And people make that sign, that little chicken sign, and their throat is just itching or just chicken like. Because it done got so irritated. They may need the antihistamine. They may need something. Remember, them histamines are the one that released a lot of mucus because of the alien that came in your body. And so they need an antihistamine, something to work against that histamine, keep multiplying and producing all that mucus, and the mucus getting thicker and thicker and thicker in your body and causing some problems in your body. Those mucus plugs. And those mucus plugs get so thick, it's called phlegm. And that's when they saying cough it up, keep it out your lungs, that phlegm. Because that phlegm will get in your lungs, clog up your lung passages, your alveoli and your little aerocytes in your lungs, and cause a major, major problem. You have to get on the respirator and all. I can't breathe. Need some assistance. Something to pump that, help pump that lung, need some help then. So irritated, nose irritated, your throat irritated, need that antihistamine, cause too much histamine have built up, that mucus does have built up in your nose and throat, sinus cavities, and trying to clot everything off in you. We're going to be coming back with what you can do to decrease some of those sinus problems. You live a long and healthy life. And we love you.